Hello kids and welcome to my channel The Curious Panda. I'm a panda teacher and in this video we are going to solve an entire mathematics Olympiad question paper, and the paper that we are going to solve is of last year set A. So we have already solved set C of last year. You can find that video somewhere here in the I button, or else you can also find it in the end screen. Also, we had also solved our paper for 2017, something that again you can find in the end screen as well, right? But here we are going to solve set C of last year. But before I go ahead, I want to talk to you about this book, and I specifically want to talk to your parents on this. The best way to ace the mathematics Olympiad examination is through practice. The kind of depth that you need to ace this examination will only come through practice, practice, and practice. And what better way to practice than previous year question paper? And I have 18 previous year question paper for you at just rupees 89. You can get a PDF file, you can get a printout of it, and get your child practice the question paper in a time bound manner. So if you want to purchase this book, you can scan the QR code over here and go to the payment page. So you have to use either Google Lens or whatever QR scanner app that you use, or you can purchase the same through the link that is given in the description box below or in the pinned comments. Now let's go to our normal screen and start with the video. Okay, so if you have already watched one of my videos, you know the ground rules already. I will read out a question. After the reading out the question, I'll run a timer of 2 seconds or 3 seconds. And in that time, my request with you would be to pause the video, solve the question by yourself first, and then look at the solution. It is very important for you to solve it first before looking at the solution, because only then and only then you are going to learn about the approach, or learn the approach on how to solve the problem, and are actually not going to do the same mistake again and again when you get the same question or same type of question in the real examination, right? So hopefully you are going to solve it yourself first and then move to the solution, right? So pause the video, solve it yourself, and then move to the solution. So let's go to question number 1. If swans T and F, right? So you can see there are few swans given over here, and there are some letters that are denoted to each and every swan. If swans T and F are removed from the given arrangement, then swan dash is third from left end, right? So T and F are removed then in the given arrangement, then swan dash is third from the left end. Great. I hope you have got this answer correct. So what it's saying is that if we remove swans T and remove swan F, then which swan is third from the left end? So this is left, right? So first swan from the left end is K, second swan from the left end is G. These two are removed. Then the third swan from left end is R. So the correct answer is R. The option number B, if you got it correct, give yourself a star, and we move to the next question. By the way, I didn't talk about the star thing, right? So for each and every answer that you get correct by solving yourself, you have to give yourself a star in a piece of paper. And at the end of the video, my expectation from you would be count the number of stars that you got in the end and post that in the comment section saying how many stars did you get, and I will reply to each and every one of you. Let's now go to question number 2. Find the missing number if same rule is followed in all three figures. So this is a pattern question. So figure number 1, figure number 2, and figure number 3, some pattern is being followed in each of the figures. You have to find this missing number. Great. I hope you would have got it correct. So the pattern, if you look at it very closely, you would find that 11 plus 14 is actually 25, right? So 11 plus 14 is actually 25. Similarly, 8 plus 8 is actually 16, right? So this is a pattern that is being followed. So what should be added to 7 that you get 21? So what should be added to 7, right? So this is 0, 7, that you get 21. So if you just try and do that, you'll find 14 as the answer, option number A. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star, and we move to question number 3. Select the figure from the options in which the given figure is exactly embedded as one of its part. So you have to see in these 4 options where this figure is actually embedded, right? You have to find that out. Look at each of the options very carefully, solve it, and only then look at the solution. Great. I hope you have got this one as well. So if you see in option C, you find this structure over here, and you don't find this anywhere else. So that is why option number C is the correct answer. Hope you have got it correct. And we now move to question number 4. How many shapes on the given board are drawn using curved lines only? Right, so you know what is a curved line, right? So curved line is this is a straight line. How many shapes are drawn with curved lines only, right? Again, pause the video, solve it, and then look at the solution. So how many shapes on the given board are drawn using curved lines? So this is 1, right? This is 2, and then this is 3, and this is 4, right? These 4 are has only curved lines, right? So here these are straight lines. Again, you see straight lines over here. Here in this kite, this is curved, but these are straight lines, right? So it's asking curved lines only. Here also, this is a straight line and this is a curved line. So we have 4 such figures that has only curved lines. So option number D is your correct answer. Hope you got it right. If you did, give yourself a star, and we move to question number 5. If the day after tomorrow will be Sunday, then the day after yesterday was dash. So if the day after tomorrow is Sunday, so what is today is what you have to find out first, and then you have to find out what would be day before yesterday. So this is the approach. Now pause the video, solve it, and then you see the solution. Great. So I hope you would have got it correct. So if day after tomorrow, right? If day after tomorrow is Sunday, so let's just make this. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? So we have all of this. So if day after tomorrow is Sunday, right? If day after tomorrow is Sunday, then today is what? Then today is obviously Friday, right? So Friday is day after tomorrow. So this is tomorrow, and day after tomorrow is Sunday, right? So today is Friday. Now day before yesterday would be what? So this is yesterday, and day before yesterday is going to be Wednesday. So option C is the correct answer. Hope you got it right. If you did, give yourself a star, and we move to question number 6. If this boat is called a van is called a balloon, a hot air balloon, and a balloon is called an airplane, then dash is a road transport, right? So what is the road transport? I have to find out and then understand what is that called as. Again, solve it, and we meet the other side of this 2 seconds break. Great. I hope you'd have got it correct. So, what is a road transport? This is a road transport. Boat is not a road transport. Air balloons or airplanes are not road transport, right? So, this is a road transport. Now, road transport is called what? It's called a hot air balloon. So, that is why option A is your correct answer. Hope you got this right. Don't get confused, or don't go in the loop saying that if hot air balloon, then hot air balloon is called. No, nothing like that. You have to find out what is the road transport. Road transport is this, and what is this called? This is called a hot air balloon, and that itself is your answer. Option A is the correct answer. Let's now go to question number 7. You see a figure over here. If this figure, a circular figure, is related to 5, it is related to 5 in some way, then in the same way, in this figure, the squarish figure is related to dash. So you have to find out what this value is. The options given are 4, 6, 2, and 3. So find this out, and we meet the other side of this 2 seconds break. Great. So I hope you have got it correct. So what is 5 over here? If you look very carefully, the unshaded portion, right? So this this circle is broken into shaded portion, that is the portion that is colored blue, right? This is 1, 2, 3, and the portion that is not colored at all. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So that is 5. So obviously in some way, then in same way, the uncolored portion over here is what? So an uncolored portion here is 5. Uncolored portion over here in the square figure is 1, 2, and 3. So option number D is your correct answer. Hope you did get it right. If you did, give yourself a star. We now move to question number 8. Arrange the given items in descending order according to their lengths, right? So you have three figures, that is P, a tennis racket, Q is our cricket bat, and R is a badminton racket. Now, what you have to find out is arrange the given items in descending order according to their length. So, what is descending order? Greater to smaller, right? So, highest value first and smallest value last, right? So, that is how you have to find out. Now, solve it and then look at the solution. So here, if I just drop a straight line, and that is how I have told you to solve this. And let's say this one crayon that you see is 1 unit long, right? 1 unit long. Now, if that is so, then the badminton racket is 1, 2, 3, and 4. R is 4 units long, right? Now let's do the same thing for Q. Now for Q, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Q is 5 units long. Now let's do the same thing for P. If you draw the straight line, you see there is 1, there is 2, and there is 3. This is only 3 units long, right? So descending order, again, as I said, descending order from the larger value to the smaller value. So what is the larger value over here? Q. Q is the larger value, right? And then you have R, right? So Q, then R, then P, right? So option number C is the correct answer. Hope you got it correct. Now we go to question number 9. You have to find out you have to select the odd one out. You see 4 figures over here in the option. Look at it closely and tell me what is the odd one out. So the answer here, if you see, is option number C, right? Option number C. Why? Because in all other figures, right, the arrow mark, right, the arrow that you see is actually pointing inwards. It's only in option number C the arrow is pointing outwards, right? So option number A, B, and D, you can see the arrow mark, arrow is actually pointing pointing inwards, and that is why option number C is the odd one out. Hopefully you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And now we move to question number 10, which is the last question in logical reasoning section. Dash groups of 4 pigeons each can be formed from the given pigeons, right? So there are few number of pigeons that you can see. You have to make groups of 4 pigeons and have to find out how many such groups can be formed. Again, pause the video, solve it, and we meet the other side. Great. I think it's an easy one. So if I make a group of 4 pigeons over here, so this is group number 1. Another group of 4 pigeons here. This is group number 2. Similarly, another group of pigeons here, group number 3. And this is group number 4. So 4 is the correct answer. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star, and we move to the next section, which is mathematical reasoning. Question number 11. How many curved lines are there in the given figure? So you see a bat over here. This is a bat kind of figure. You have to find out how many curved lines do you see, right? Count it out and then look at the solution. Great. Let's try and solve it together. So here, this is curved line number 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a complete 11, 12, 13, and 14. So option number B, that is there are 14 curved lines in the given figure. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And we move to question number 12. Which of the following gives the odd number? So in option, there are some addition problems that are given. You have to do the addition and find out which of the following option gives the odd number. Great. So I hope you have got it correct. So you can also do it without addition. I don't know if you are aware of this. So odd number plus odd number will always give a even number, right? An even number plus odd number will always give odd number, and a even number plus a even number will always give even number, right? So which of the following gives odd number? So odd number will only come when a even number plus a odd number is added, right? So this is even, this is odd, so this will always come out to be odd number, right? This is odd, this is odd, so we know odd plus odd is even, so this will always come out to be even number. Again, odd plus odd number, that is again going to be coming out as even number. So option A is your correct answer. The other way you can do it, you can do the addition yourself and then find out whichever what is the number that you are getting is either odd or even. But yeah, the better way, easier way and faster way to find out is by understanding this, that always only a even plus odd number would give you an odd number, right? A odd plus odd will always give you even. Even plus even will also always give you even number. Hope you have got the clarity on this concept, and hope you would have got this answer correct as well, whichever way you would have tried to do it. Next, let's now go to question number 13. Now, question number 13 and 14 are pictograph questions. Here, what you have to do is you have to first study the pictograph, analyze it, and then solve both the question, that is question number 13 and question number 14. Right? The given pictograph shows the number of plants planted by students of different sections of class 2. So there are different sections, that is P, Q, and R and S, and there are some plants that are planted by different students of sections, right? The different sections, right? Students study the given graph carefully and answer the following question. So P, right? So section P actually plans 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? But there is a catch over here. Every plant that you see over here actually represents what? Two plants. It is not one plant, it represents two plants, right? So, so section P would actually do 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, right? So this is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6, 2 plus 2 plus 8 plus 2, 10, right? So section P would have planted 10 plants, right? Similarly, if you find for section Q, you will find it at the number as 8. For section R, it is going to be 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 2, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 2, 12, which is, so this is going to be 12. And here 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, so 6 plants, right? So what you have to now find out, students of section dash planted maximum number of plants. So maximum number of plants is planted by whom? It is planted by section R. So option D is the correct answer. The next question says, how many total plants were planted by the students of section P, Q, S altogether? So P, Q, and S you have to find out, and we have already found that out. You have to just do the addition. Great. So if you see, I'm just going to this slide. So P, Q, and S, right? So P, here we know they have planted 10 plants. Q, they have planted 8 plants, and S, they have planted 6 plants, right? So 10 plus 8 plus 6 is nothing but 24. Do the addition yourself. So option number C, 24 is the correct answer. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And we move to question number 15 now. Which of the following item is the lightest? So the weights are already given. You have to find which of the object is the lightest. Great. So I think you would have got it correct. Option number B is the correct answer. The radio that is shown over here is actually 2 kgs, like weighs 2 kgs. every other product that you see is more than 2 kgs. So option B is the correct answer. Let's go to question number 16. Which of the following options represent the correct subtraction sentence for the given figure? So you see a lot of table fans. First, count out how many table fans are there and then subtract the cancelled out table fans from this, and that would be your equation. Great. So if you see the subtraction sentences given in the figure, let's first count how many table fans do you see overall. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there are 15 table fans, right? And how many of them are cancelled out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 15 minus 6, that is equals to 9. So this is your correct answer, option number A, right? So there are 15 fans, out of which 6 are cancelled out. So your subtraction sentence is 15 minus 6 is equal to 9. I hope you got it correct. Let's move to question number 17. The given clock shows dash, right? Is it quarter past 6? Is it 10 minutes past 6? Is it 10 minutes to 7? Or it is quarter to 7? So this is 10 minutes to 7. So you see it is going to, after 10 minutes, it is going to be 7 o'clock. So it is 10 minutes to 7, and that is your correct answer. Question number 18. While playing with the abacus, Mehul lost one bead from the tens bar. So one bid from the tens bar was lost by Mehul, and after that, and now his abacus looks as shown here. So now the abacus looks as shown here. What was his actual number? So what was the actual number that you have to find out? Solve it and then look at the solution. Great. I hope you would have got it correct. So if in this number in this abacus, if Mehul has lost one bead in the tens bar, right? So this is the tens bar, and one bead was lost. So let's now add that one bead, right? If that one bead is now added, then what the actual number would have now come out to be 143, right? 143. Option number C is the correct answer. So hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star, and we move to question number 19. Which of the following objects is the costliest? The cost of all the objects in the option are given. You have to find out which is the larger number. Hopefully you have got it correct. It's an easy one. Option number B is the correct answer. The pot that you see actually costs rupees 319, which is the costliest. And other options, that is A, C, and D, they do not, they cost lesser than what option B, that is the pot costs, right? Hopefully you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And now we move to the last question of the section. Question number, which of the following options shows the same result as the temperature shown on the given thermometer? So in the given thermometer, some temperature is being shown. You have to find that out. And then from the options here, you have to find the correct answer. Great. I hope you have got it correct. So the temperature that is given over here, shown over here. So this is the midpoint between 60 and 80. So obviously this is 70 degrees centigrade. So the temperature that is being shown over here is 70 degrees Celsius. And now from the options, you have to find out which option actually shows 70. So if you do the addition, 40 plus 30 is actually 70 degrees Celsius. So option A is your correct answer. Let's still do the summation in option B, C, and D. 25 plus 35 is nothing but 60. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So 25 plus 35 is nothing but 35 plus 25 is 60 degrees Celsius. 85 minus 10 is 75 degrees Celsius. 65 minus 30 is 35 degrees Celsius. So option A is your correct answer. Hope you have got it correct. And now we move to my favorite section, everyday mathematics, because here you get more application level questions, and this is where the most fun happens, right? Let's read out question number 21. If Mohit poured the water of both the bottles, so you see there are two bottles given over here, and Mohit pours the water, both water, both or the water in both the bottles, I'm really sorry about that, water in both the bottles into the jug, right? So if Mohit does that, how many liters of water was poured into the jug? So how many waters was done? So this bottle actually has 2 liters of water. This bottle also has 2 liters of water. So now if Mohit pours all of it into the jug, so jug now has 2 plus 2, that is 4 liters of water. Option number D is your correct answer. Now let's go to question number 22. Ruchi planted some plants in the garden. The number of plants planted by her is more than 340 and has 6 at the tens place. Which of the following cannot be the number of plants planted by her? Now, pause the video, read the question twice, understand it very well, and then try to answer the question. Great. I hope you have got it correct. Now, Ruchi planted some plants in a garden. The number of plants planted by her is more than 340, right? So first let's look at the option. So which of the following options you see number as more than 340? So all these three options shows number that is more than 340. Option D cannot be the answer because the number here is actually less than 340. So that is why option D is your correct answer. I can cancel it. I mean, I just want to tell you that this cannot be the answer, right? The number of plants planted by her is more than 340 and 269 is not more than 340, and that is why option D is your correct answer, that 269 cannot be the number of plants planted by her. Now let's go to question number 23. The cost of a teddy bear is shown here. If Ronak bought 3 such teddy bears, then how much total amount did he pay in all, right? So Ronak buys 3 teddy bears. How much amount he pays in overall? Great. I hope would have got it correct. So Ronak here pays 120, so rupees 120. I'm not drawing the sign. I'm not really good with that. So it is rupees 120 plus rupees 120 plus rupees 120. That is, so cost of teddy bear number 1 is rupees 120. Teddy number 2 is rupees 120 again. And teddy number 3 is also rupees 120 again. So if you add all this, or if you add this and do the addition yourself, you get option number C, that is rupees 360 as your answer. If you got it correct, give yourself a star. And we now move to question number 24. An NGO rescued 152 stray animals in week 1. So there is an NGO that rescues 152 stray animals in week 1 and rescued 73 less stray animals in week 2 than in week 1, right? So in week 1, the NGO rescued 152 stray animals. In week 2, it rescues 73 less than 152, right? Now, how many stray animals were rescued by the NGO in week number 2? Now, if you want to find this, you just have to do a subtraction, do it, and we meet the other side. Great. I hope it have got it correct. So this is nothing but 152 minus 73, right? So it's just saying this is very directly saying that in week 1, 152 animals were rescued. In week 2, 73 less, right? So 73 less. You have to just subtract 73 from 152 to find the answer. So let's do the subtraction. So here if I do, so this becomes 4. I had to borrow. So 12 minus 3 is 9. And if I do this, cut it over here, 14 minus 7 is 7. So 79 is the correct answer. Option number B. Hopefully you have got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And we move to question number 25. The given clock shows the time at which Soham started his dance practice in the evening. If he finished his dance practice at 7:15, then the duration of the dance practice is dash. So again, read the question again and understand what the question is asking. Look at the clock. There is the clock actually gives us a time that is the current time, and you then have to find out how much or what is the duration for which Soham actually practiced dance, right? So Soham started dance practice at what? So if you look at the time, this is actually 6:45 p.m., right? The given clock shows the time at which Soham started his dance practice in the evening, right? So this is evening, so obviously it is p.m. If he finished his dance practice at 7:15 p.m., so 7:15 p.m. is this, right? So if this would have been 7:15 p.m., so this is the minute hand and this is the hour hand, right? So this is 7:15. Then the duration of the dance practice is nothing but this is just half an hour, right? That is 30 minutes. Option B is the correct answer. In a jungle race, 12 rabbits, 5 cats, 7 monkeys participated. How many total animals participated in the race? It's just a simple addition problem. And I hope you have got it correct. This is nothing but 12 plus 5 plus 7. That is in a jungle race. 12 rabbits, 5 cats, 7 monkeys participated. In total, it is 12 plus 5 plus 7. So it is going to be 24 animals total participating. Option number D is the correct answer. Let's go to question number 27. The total weight of a bicycle and a toy car is 42 kg, right? So a bicycle, let's just denote bicycle with the letter B, and a toy car with T, and this is 42 kg, right? If the weight of bicycle is given is 12, then what is the weight of toy car? Find it and then look at the answer. Okay, so I'll just take a small pause and talk about my book here. So I hope you would have liked my video till now. If you did, and if you think you would want to solve more of such question, if you find it more fun, or if you want to ace the examination, you have to practice more and more such questions, more and more such question paper, that too also within the time, that is within 1 hour. And to do that, you would need more and more previous year question papers. And if you want that, I have one book for you which has 18 previous year question paper. The one that I have is obviously a PDF file. If you want to purchase this book, you can scan the QR code over here, or you can go to the description box or the pinned comments and you can find a link there, and you can get this book at just rupees 89. Now let's get back to the video. Great. So if the weight of bicycle is already given, right? So weight of bicycle is 12 kg plus toy car is something you have to find out, and this is 42 kg. Now what should you add to 12? That is T. So what should you add to 12 that you get 42, right? If you do the addition yourself, you'll find as T as 30 kgs, right? So 30 plus 12 is 42. Option number B is the correct answer. If you did get it right, give yourself a star, and then we move to question number 28. Kirti made 350 decorative items in her summer vacation. Which of the following shows the number of items made by her? Great. I think this is a very straightforward question. 350 here, if you just read it out, option number C shows 350, and that is the correct answer. Let's now go to question number 29. Varun saw the given painting in a shop. How many triangles did Varun see in the painting, right? You have to find out how many triangles do you see in the painting. Pause the video, find it out yourself, and then look at the solution. Great. Let's find out how many triangles are there, right? So this is triangle number 1, right? Then you have this triangle. So this is triangle number 2. This is triangle number 3. And this is triangle number 4, right? So we can see 4 triangles in overall this position, right? Then this is triangle number 5, this is triangle number 6, and this is triangle number 7. So in total, Varun sees 7 triangles, right? So 7 is the correct answer. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And we now move to question number 30. And post this, we are going to go to achiever section. Monica saw 2 trees in a garden. The difference between the heights of the given 2 trees is what? So you have to first find out the height of these 2 trees and then find out the differences. Take some time, do it, and then look at the solutions. Great. Now, if you just find this out, so if I just draw a straight line, right? So if I draw a straight line, the the tree here is 7 meter tall, right? So this is in meters. So the tree, the bigger tree over here is 7 meter tall, and the tree over here, if I draw the straight line over here, this tree is 5 meter tall. The difference between the height is 7 meter minus 5 meter, that is equals to 2 meter tall. Option B is the correct answer. Pretty easy, good 10 question, very easy and very fast. You know, you could have done it very really fast. Now let's go to achiever section. Now achiever section, you will have 5 questions, but each question would carry 2 marks each. So this section is very important. Now question number 31 is a pictograph question. Here, the given pictograph shows the number of chairs bought by a company in the given 5 years. So, number of chairs bought in given 5 years. So, 2015, 2016, 17, 18, and 19. Number of chairs that was bought by a company, right? Study the given graph carefully and answer the following question. There were dash more chairs bought in 2015 than in 2018, right? And remember, one chair actually stands for 10 chairs, right? It is not one chair, it is stands for 10 chairs. So we have first P, we have to find out how many more chairs were bought in 2015 than in 2018. And second is total number of chairs bought in all the given 5 years, right? Take some time, solve it, and then look at the solution. Great. So I think we have discussed this already, how to approach this question. So obviously one chair that is shown over here actually represents 10 chairs, right? So this is 10, this is another 10, this is another 10, 10, 10. So what you have to do is you just have to add. So 10 plus 10 is 20, 20 plus 10 is 30, 30 plus 10 is 40, 40 plus 10 is 50, 50 plus 10 is 60, and 60 plus 10 is 70, right? It all depends upon how fast you can calculate. So this is again 10, 10 plus 10 20, 20 plus 10 is 30, 30 plus 10 40, 40 plus 10 is 50. So in 2017, 10 plus 10 20, 20 plus 10 30. In 2018, 10 plus 10 20, 20 plus 10 30, 30 plus 10 is 40, and 2019 is another 10. Now what you have to find out, there were dash more chairs bought in 2015 than in 2018. So in 2015, how many chairs were bought? It is 7, that is 70 chairs, right? In 2018, how many chairs were bought? It was, that's what, 40 chairs were bought in 2018, right? And what you're saying is how many more chairs were bought, right? So you just have to do a subtraction, right? So 70 minus 40 is nothing but 30, right? So 30 is the right answer for option for P, right? So option A cannot be the answer, and option C also cannot be the answer because it is 30, right? P should be 30. Total number of chairs bought in all the given 5 years. So all the given 5 years, so what you have to do, you have to just add all these numbers to find out total number of chairs bought in all 5 years. It is 70 plus 50. And again, I'm a little faster in terms of addition. You do the addition yourself first, right? 70 plus 50 is 120. 120 plus 30 is 150. 150 plus 40 is 190. 190 plus 10 is 200, right? So option B is the correct answer. P is 30, Q is 200. And I hope you got this correct. If you did, give yourself a star, give yourself a clap as well. And now we move to question number 32. Compare the following and select the correct option. So P and Q are given. You have to do greater than and smaller than. I think I have discussed this in one of my previous videos. Again, we'll discuss this in this video as well. But there are some numbers given over here, some addition that you need to do. You have to find out the number first. You have to find out the actual number first, do the addition, and then find out whether it is greater than or less than. Great. I hope I have got it correct. So first, let's understand what is greater than and less than. I think I have discussed this before. So say, for example, there are two numbers 7 and 9, right? So in the greater than and less than concept, always remember two faces or of the symbol is going to be pointing towards the greater number. So 7 and 9, the the two faces, though the two edges are going to be facing towards the greater number, but we always read it from the left side. So we are going to read it as 7 is less than 9, right? So this becomes less than sign. So let's now take another example. Say 15 and 10, right? Now 15 is a greater number, so you will have two faces towards the greater number, and again we read it from left. 15 is greater than 10, so this is greater than sign, so this is less than sign. Now what you have to do is you have to find this 432. 400s, 3 tens, 2 ones is nothing but 432. So basically it becomes 400 plus 30, 3 tens is 30, 2 ones is 2. If you do the addition, you will find it as 432. 5 tens and 57, 5 7 ones is 50 plus 7. So 57, right? Again, 305 ones is nothing but 305 plus 2 tens and 2 ones is 22. So this becomes 327, and if you add this becomes 400 and I'm so sorry here. This becomes 489. Now, which is greater? This is greater, two faces this side. So first one is going to be the greater than sign. So option A and option B are discarded, right? Sorry, option A and option C are discarded. So this can still can be an option, right? So first one is going to be greater than sign. Now let's go to question option number Q. 705 ones is nothing but 705. So this is nothing but 700 plus 0 tens is 0 and 5. So this becomes 705 minus 502 tens is nothing but 520, right? You have to do the subtraction. 200s and 8 tens is nothing but 280. 305 ones is nothing but 305. Oops. Okay, this is a plus. Sorry. Okay, so if you do this subtraction, you will find this number as 185. Do the subtraction yourself first, and 280 plus 350, 305 will be 585. So, which is a greater number? This is the greater number. So, 585 is the greater number. So, this is going to be 185 is less than 585. So, less than is the correct option. Option number B is your right answer. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star, and we move to next question. That is question number 33. Okay, if shirt, so this is a shirt. If shirt plus shoes plus a jacket costs rupees 740, two shirts plus jacket costs rupees 620, and shoe plus the jacket costs rupees 590, then find the cost of two shoes, right? Now first solve it yourself, or at least think as into how to solve it, and once you would have given your best in terms of your thought process, only then look at the answers. Great, let's try and solve it, right? So first and foremost, what you have to understand is, so the shoe plus hoodie or the jacket is given here is cost rupees 590. So I can replace this one, right? This costs I know is rupees 500. So this is rupees 590. So shirt, let's say shirt is S, plus rupees 590 is equals to rupees 740. Now what you should add to rupees 590, that you get rupees 740. You have to do a subtraction here, and shirt, the cost of shirt you are going to get is rupees, cost of one shirt you are going to get is rupees 150, right? So we now know what is the cost of a shirt. Now because we know what the cost of shirt costs, so now we know that this is rupees 150, this is rupees 150. So both of them, if you do the addition, cost rupees 300, and plus the jacket is going to be say J. So let's do this. Rupees 300 we have found out, plus jacket J is actually rupees 620. So what would be the cost of the jacket is nothing but rupees 320, right? What you should add to 300 to get 620? It is 320. So we now know that jacket costs rupees 320, right? Now what you have to do here, we know that this costs rupees 320. Then what should you add to 320 that you get 590, right? So the cost of shoe is nothing but rupees 270. Then the cost of two shoes will be rupees 270 plus rupees 270, that is rupees 540. So option A is your correct answer. Hope you got it right. And if you are getting a little confused, let me just try and explain it to you once more. So from this third equation, this sentence, number sentence, you can see that the shoe plus jacket actually costs rupees 590. So I can just replace this one with rupees 590, right? Directly. So the shirt plus rupees 590 is rupees 740. Now what should you add to rupees 590 that you get rupees 740? It is rupees 150, right? So the cost of shirt becomes rupees 150. Now we know two shirt plus jacket cost rupees 620. So this is one, and we know this is 150, right? So 150 plus 150, which is 300. So 300 plus jacket actually costed him 620. So what is the cost of the jacket? The cost of the jacket is nothing but, again, what should you add to 300 to get 620? You have to add 320, right? So this becomes 320. If we know this is to 320, then what should be added to 320 that he gets 590? Obviously this is going to be 270. Now if this is 270, two of shoes will cost 270 plus 270, that is 540. I hope you got this correct. And again, read the question again and again, look at the solution again and again if you are getting a little confused in this question, right? And if you have got it correct, please give yourself a clap and a star. Now let's go to question number 34. Which of the following options shows the difference between the temperature on both the thermometers? So two thermometers are given. You have to find out what is the difference in the temperature and which of the thermometer actually represents that difference number, right? Great. I hope you would have got it correct. So which of the following options shows the difference between the temperature on both the thermometers? So in thermometer number one, you can see here the temperature that is being shown over here, right, is, so this is 60, this is 70, so this is 62, 4, 6, 8, and then becomes 70, right? So the temperature that is being shown over here is 62 degrees centigrade. The temperature that is being shown over here is nothing but, so this is 40, so this is 40, this is 60, so this is obviously 50. So this is going to be 48 degrees centigrade, right? Now, which of the following options shows the difference between the temperature? So it is going to be 62 minus 48, and this comes out to be 14 degrees centigrade. And if you see, this shows around 24 degrees centigrade, so cannot be the answer. This shows 20 degrees centigrade, cannot be the answer. This shows 14 degrees centigrade, so this is the correct answer. And this actually shows 16 degrees centigrade and cannot be the answer. So the correct answer is option number C. Hope you got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And now we move to question number 35. That is the last question of this paper. Identify the three-digit number using the given clues. So you see some clues are given. You have to identify the three-digit number here, right? So point number A says the digit at tens place is the greatest one-digit odd number. So let's say this is the three-digit number, right? So digit at ones place, and we know this is the hundreds place, this is the tens place, and this is the ones place. Now it's saying digit at tens place is the greatest one. So this is the greatest one-digit number. The place value of the digit at hundreds place is 700. So the the number that is there, the place value here is 700, and the digit at ones place is less than the digit at tens place, but more than the digit at hundreds place. Now you have to find out what that number is, find out, and then we look at the answer. Great. So let's find out. So this is a three-digit number we have already discussed. The digit at tens place, right? Digit at tens place is the greatest one digit odd number. Now, greatest one digit odd number is what? It is 9, right? So this becomes 9. The place value of the digit at hundreds place is 700, right? So if the place value here is 700, so this becomes 7, because that is how it will become 700. So we now have 7 and 9. The digit at ones place, now the digit over here is less than the digit at 10 place, something that is less than 9, but more than the digit at hundreds place. So something that is between 7 and 9. So what is between 7 and 9? It is 8, right? So the correct answer is option number C, 798. Hope you would have got it correct. If you did, give yourself a star. And now go to the comment section and let me know how many questions did you get correct, or how many stars did you get at the end. Do so and I will reply to each and every one of you. Great. I hope you would have enjoyed watching this video. Again, if you want to solve 18 previous year question paper, you can find the link in the description box or in the pinned comments, or you can scan the overall or the scan the QR code that you can see over here. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, and also like do press the like button, and also share this video among your batchmates. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, thank you. Jai Hind.